Okay, we've got game 2 coming up right now versus with CommonPlayer versus Ikinz. And unfortunately, I still forgot to pour myself coffee. It's been an hour and a half. This poor coffee's just sitting on the pot waiting for me to drink it. That's sad. But I'm actually going to remedy this. And since this isn't a huge, $100,000 tournament, I'm actually going to go ahead and fix it for myself, too. Unfortunately, I'm a little short on the cinnamon. That's no good. Okay, looks like CommonPlayer is going to start up in the top position in the red. And we have Ikinz starting in the yellow, down in the south. And I imagine we'll probably see Amphibious come into play on this map as well. If we had gotten to see Gode get to this map, he likes to use all-terrains to very irritating effect. And actually looks like Ikinz is going to go for all-terrains. And CommonPlayer praying that that his little bid for going for the Geo quickly is going to work, and it actually should. Ikinz probably won't get any units out to punish him for it quite quickly, but that said, oh, now that's aggressive. CommonPlayer is going for it, I imagine, Wildcats. And this, oh man, that's just plain rude. You see players go for that on this map every now and then. Not that often, because when it fails pretty spectacularly, normally. Especially if Common gives it away right away. I mean, Ikinz is going to see this and immediately know what happened. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that a single Wildcat can do on its own other than be irritating. And the bad news is that when you start with air, your entire army is countered by a single unit. Or a single type of unit, should say. Now, Ikinz is making one fairly critical mistake at the moment. He does have these 3 Recluse cloaked, and he does not have the energy to power them. And CommonPlayer is trying to stop them. That EMP will actually stop the cloak. Yeah, they're not even going to get a metal extractor, but that's actually okay because Ikinz knows exactly what he's going up against now. And Ikinz can pull ahead here pretty easily. And now all he has to do is start putting out a few Shredder, which that's exactly what he's going to do. And these Shredders will make sure that none of that funny business happens anymore. And like I said, when you go air starts, you get countered by a single unit. And so, it looks like Ikinz is going to be pushing through the center. CommonPlayer is doing a good job of staying up on his macro. He's definitely got his macro going very well. He got that aircraft constructor up, and he's just building mexes all over the place. So his income is very, very good right now. That said, Ikinz is taking all these metal extractors in the middle, and that's kind of awesome. At the same time, though, he is running himself fairly low on energy. So when it comes time for his units to fight, he's probably going to run into some issues. And it looks like it is going to be amphibious again for CommonPlayer. And CommonPlayer is mixing in a very nice force of razors, snakes, and spitters. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that Ikinz can really do about this at the moment. He is getting some more generators up. And it looks like Ikinz Overseer is taking some damage, but it doesn't look like he's taking that much yet. And does whiff the EMP. He needs to get his Overseer out of there pretty much right now. And CommonPlayer is going to pick up 3 mexes here. And these recluse are going to clean up a few of these razors. Does get the spitter, so now it's just 2 razors and a snake versus a light turret, and that is not a good trade. Oh, and Ikinz may lose his Overseer here. Yep, he does lose it, and unfortunately his own army gets EMP'd from the explosion. And looks like these Wildcats are going to move in from behind. And Ikinz really needs to cloak these. Really needs to cloak these. And these spitters are moving through the center. Unfortunately, Ikinz is very much suffering from this onslaught of amphibious units. I'm not sure there's a whole lot that he can do at the moment. Probably at this point, the best counter would be exactly what Ikinz has here, and to cloak them. As Ikinz has done. However, not leave them cloaked continually. That will destroy your energy reserves. And there we go. Should spread them out, but unfortunately his units can't fire. Oh no, that is all bad. That's really unfortunate for Ikinz. Unfortunately, these amphibious units are quite good. Amphibious unit, good unit. Unfortunately, if you don't deal with them in the correct manner, more or less right away, you can really end up getting hurt, and Ikinz calls GG, and that's going to be it for Ikinz versus CommonPlayer. CommonPlayer does come out ahead.